government has given out land to African Americans to develop their own community. Like, what is happening here? I'm African American, and this is not even a project that I would be in favor in. Because I can't figure out for the life of me, what is all this segregation about? I'm starting to feel like it's African Americans over here and Ghanaians over here. Like, why are we painting this picture of separation? I feel like it's a common goal to continue to keep us separated as a people. We've been separated since slavery. This is 2025. And you mean to tell me we still can't get this together? See, what's sad is, I would expect something like this in America. But I would never expect something like this right in our own country. That's full of black people.
I'd rather go back to America and deal with the racism in America before I sit here in Africa and deal with the bullshit robbery, the bullshit fraud, the bullshit scams, the bullshit too expensive, the bullshit I having no snacks, the bullshit I having no food, the bullshit electricity, the bullshit water, the bullshit what's that shit called that coming down? The bullshit animals and scorpions outside the house. It's big ass spiders, it's big ass lizards, colorful lizards you ain't never seen before, all in the fucking room with you, sleeping with you. All the bullshit people trying to scam you when you go outside thinking you rich, so they trying to get more money off of you. I'm really trying to wrap my head around this shit. I'm really trying to wrap my head around how are Americans coming to Africa and being happy. Please comment down below. Because for me, I'm ready to go.
And our Americans coming over here being nasty, doing nasty things, and being bad to the locals. Now let me flip the script, okay? Let's talk about the fact that we get abused over here too. The thing about Ghana is stop crying victim. Stop crying victim, because y'all cheat us out of a lot of stuff. Y'all invited us to come home, which by the thousands we did. We came running to Ghana. People sold their homes, moved out of their apartments, sold everything. Some people packed up containers and moved over here just to get over here and realize this is not our home. Y'all call us foreigners. Ghanaians call us that. We didn't make that word up. We didn't start calling ourselves that. We don't know that that's what y'all call the white people and the Chinese because we're not around them. But we know that that's what y'all call us. I ain't never heard the word before until I came to Ghana. Okay. Y'all invite us home. Let's talk about what y'all do to us. Starting from the before we get to the airport, we gotta have a visa that we pay for to even enter our home. We pay all this money for passports and visas to get here. We get to the airport, and as soon as you see a blue passport, everybody's coming for us. Can you give me something small at the COVID place? You get to immigration. Can you give me something small? You get to baggage. Can you give me something small?
There's a lot of places in Africa that do that.
All right, Shalom. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to YAHAWAHSHI'S, double honors to apostles of GMS, and sincere Shalom to the brothers out here pushing this truth and sincerity. And this comes as no surprise, but this is hilarious to watch, especially since these are all three women that's complaining about this stuff. You get comfortable, then you move to a place, then you're uncomfortable. Now, that part that I just mentioned was towards the second chick, because she's talking about you gotta deal with bugs, roaches, or well, bug spiders, you get no snacks, and her big ass says don't need one. And you're talking about coming from one environment to another that is used to do stuff like that. I mean, you're gonna get bugs regardless, no matter where you go. So I don't know what you should complain about. I mean, sure, scorpions is one thing, or spiders, just to say, is one thing. But scorpions, I mean, they deal with that on the basis. You're talking about Africans, as we like to call them, a bunch of heathens, which Ghanaians, they might be people, I'm not sure, but you got heathens amongst them too. You got heathens amongst Nigerians. You're going to get treated all the same. Number one, this is going towards the first and last woman. The first woman's talking about segregation, but I mean, y'all, the names in itself, y'all, the names automatically segregate you. African American, then Ghanaians. That in itself separates it. When anybody that comes to this land goes to another country, the big thing they see is money. Why? Because that's what this place has always been paraded as. Second of all, these are not even our people. First of all, you can't even call that our country, because especially since we left Israel. Mind you, first of all, number one, who's in Israel still dealing with these goddamn Hamitic heathens. Then we leave out of Israel because we got pushed out, move into these, pretty much go into these other heathens' homes, and you think we want to get your help from them? You call these guys our people. But this goes to show you that these people don't look up the history, that we've been fighting with these fuckers for generations before we got here. They was the primary ones that sold us over here. But they'll come up with, oh, it was black that stole black. Skin color never mattered. It was always the tribes. And that's what they go in over there, is the tribes. They never call themselves black. I don't know where these people get that idea from. They'll call themselves by the actual tribe names. You will not hear them call themselves black. Why? Because everybody's fucking dark over there. But everybody has a different nationality, or a different tribe, I should say. Ones that separates the heathens from the Israelites that's still over there. Well, of course, like I said, you still got heathens amongst Nigerians. I mean, I worked with a bunch of Nigerians that I was able to pick out which ones was us and which ones wasn't. But here's what they all have in common. They will still use the shit out of you. Even as the woman in the last part says, Ghanaians over there, or any heathens over there, they use the shit out of each other. So what makes you think you was gonna be any different? You go to China or any other place, you might be treated better, but they still see money. Because why? Because you come from a place that took its power, or should I say was given power, and has all the money, one of the biggest militaries, or one of the strongest militaries, during at least back at that time. History writes itself, or at least the Lord writes the history. And that's all they see this place. That's why they call this place the land of milk and honey, where everybody looks rich. That's what the image that Esau puts up on here. So no matter where you go, everybody gonna see you as that dollar bill. Whether they care if you're poor or not, they don't care. They say, oh, you come from this land, you gotta have money. But leave it to these people stupid as hell. So I'm gonna start off with this scripture. This is Deuteronomy 28:68. It says, and the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships, by the way whereof I spake unto thee. Now mind you, the Lord set us in this captivity. Let this sink in for a second. The Lord set us in this captivity to where we have to suffer it out. Let's continue. It says, thou shalt see it no more again, and there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you. And going into the word buy means redeem. So you talking about you coming home to your country, you was never redeemed to be back in that country. You are still a quote-unquote citizen / slave of America. Hence the name African American, which is derogatory. I can't even say it's derogatory. It just doesn't make sense. Even someone in the comment section says African American doesn't make sense. Some people are alerted that those are two different nationalities, so that doesn't even mix well. But when you have that label as African American or anything with American in that name, you got a passport that's from America, you're looked at differently. This is showing that you are pretty much, not pretty much, you are definitely a slave. No man shall buy or redeem you. No one really wants you. You out of all these nations, out of all these kingdoms, nobody wants us. They just want us for the business and work we do. But your so-called home or a land doesn't even want you. Africans are quick to tell you that we are not the same. I even saw someone in the comment sections like, I work with Africans for I think he said he worked with Africans for a long time, about 10 years or something. He said every single one of them hated him because he said they all hate African Americans because they said we're not the same. What more do you need? What more do you need? So the only way we get our home is when the Lord sets up the kingdom of heaven. But these people don't know that. That's what separates us from them, and they're the ones in the dark. So whenever they try to go somewhere, they try to move somewhere, they're going to suffer the most. People talking about women talking about moving to Dubai, then they getting chopped up or used from all sorts of different things. And they crying like, this ain't the life I wanted. I mean, it was either that or you stay here. I guess you was probably better off staying here as a slave. At least you knew you was going to live a fucked up life. You think you're going to another country, you're going to get it worse. Some people might do alright. That is if they had the money to do so. But a lot of people here don't have the money to think they can move out and think they're going to live a good life. You don't know that country. You don't know the ways of how they work. Hell, you don't even know how the ways of life works here. So you think you had a better chance in another country? This is the delusion of primarily women. You don't really hear a bunch of guys talking about it. A lot of guys don't even complain because they get different types of ass over in different countries. So you ain't gonna really hear us complain. It's the women you gonna hear complain. This is Ezekiel 20:31. It says, "For when ye offer your gifts, when you make your sons pass through the fire, ye pollute yourselves with all your idols, even unto this day, and I shall acquire by you, O house of Israel. As I live, saith the Lord Yahweh, I will not be acquired of by you, and that which cometh into your mind shall not be at all that ye say. We will be as the heathen, as the families of the countries, to serve wood and stone." So, going back to Deuteronomy, actually I can even go back further, because back then we was doing the same fucked up shit even then. We were serving different gods, different idols, and it got us screwed up, which is why we ended up in Deuteronomy. And if you fast forward to now, this is the worst captivity we ever been in. Serving actual gods and idols here. Presidents, mayors, governors. You worship your job, your money, and all this other stuff. You want a big career and all this other stuff. And nothing wrong with wanting a career so you can live day to day, but when you bank on it as your life, as it's the only thing you know and need in your life, that's when you screw up. And then when you're not happy, you try to escape and think you can escape the fire. Nah, that's not happening. You gonna catch hell no matter where you go. See, the thing is, no matter where we at, we're gonna give each other hell just as much as the heathens will give us hell. You go to Jamaica, they're gonna give you just as much hell, and those are our people. You go to Africa, whether you deal with heathens or a lot of people, you're still gonna catch hell. Why? Because wherever we're at, we conform to those ways. So if Jamaica has a way of scamming people and it's our own people, well, that's the ways of conformity right there. Africa, the same way. You go to China, they have a ways of conformity there too. Not people be there as well. It's no different. So no matter where we go, we catch the same. We're gonna catch the hell no matter where we at. So you think going to a different place makes any better? Hell, these motherfuckers will come over to here and get problems. This is why this is not a rest, no matter where we go. This will be the last scripture. This is Judges 10:13. It says, "Yet ye have forsaken me, and served other gods, wherefore I will deliver you no more. Go and cry unto your gods that which ye have chosen, and let them deliver you in the time of your tribulation." So yes, you saying you rather be in America and deal with the racism there than to deal with the stuff in Ghana. Well, you chose it. Let me go ahead and cry back to Esau. You want your comfortable life, you want your fat snacks and all this other stuff. And then you come back, you might just catch more hell. So, I mean, this is what you're like used to living at. So, you thinking because they pass out some land that you think you're all good, that don't mean shit. You talking about segregation, yeah, they want to separate their asses from you. Because number one, not only do they see you as a money sign, but they see that spreading the quote-unquote American way, or as I like to call it, the American disease, could affect their children too. So they don't want no parts of you, they just want your money. Can't say I really blame them. They already see what America's already done with a lot of other places. Try to spread all this inflammatory ways, and Ghana was against that. So they don't want their children being affected with, you could be anything you want to be. Bitch, just give me the money. That's all I care about. That's all you're good for. We don't want no mingling with you. That's all you're good for. So, little one, that was pretty much it on my part. So, little one, that's edifying. And with that, shalom.